Hello there, hope you enjoyed our last videos of HCF and LCM, and today's lecture we will try to revise all those concepts one more time and few extra sums also. So here a question is on your screen. There is 120 and 150 and I will try to find the prime factor of them together. So over here if you observe, the number 120 and 150 both consist 0 in the units place. So of course whenever 0 is there in the units place, which number we choose? Yes, it's 5, right? So when we divide that 120 by 5, we get the answer 24, right? And when 150 is divided by 5 is a 15, that makes it 30, right? And 24 and 30, these both the numbers are divisible by 2 also, right? Because both are even, and they are divisible by 3 also if you observe them very carefully. And of course the way we decided, we will choose bigger number always, and that gives us the result. When you divide 24 by 8, it's on 24 by 3, we get answer 8, and when 30 is divided by 3, we get the answer 10. Okay, so again we are left with two even number, 8 and 10, and that's why we are going to choose 2, right? And when 8 is divided by 2, we get the answer 4, and when 10 is divided by 2, we get the answer 5, right? And now we are at the point where numbers in the bottom layer, that is 4 and 5, are not divisible by any other number, right? So here we have to stop, and now from here onwards there are two ways. If I want to find LCM, then of course I am going to choose all these numbers, correct? Numbers which are on the extreme left and numbers in the bottom layer, right? And the moment you multiply all these numbers, we get the answer 600, the way you are looking at the screen. And this is where we have to calculate the LCM of two numbers, right? What if for the same numbers HCF is also asked? Then what can be done? So the way I told you at this juncture, okay, there are two ways. One goes for the LCM and another one leads towards the HCF. So what can we do for the HCF? We just have to take only corner numbers, that means only numbers in the extreme left, okay? The moment you multiply these numbers, we will surely get the HCF of 120 and 150, and the result is 30, right? So in this way we have to calculate HCF by taking only extreme left numbers of the prime number, right? And after multiplying them, we get the answer, correct? What if now for the same question HCF and LCM both are asked? The way we calculated the LCM and the HCF separately, in the similar manner we have to write HCF and the LCM the way we found, right? So HCF is nothing but the numbers towards the extreme left, that is 5 into 3 into 2, and that results in 30. And for the LCM we will take all the numbers, that is from bottom layer and the extreme left, right? So and that result is 600, correct? Isn't it easy peasy? Yes, to calculate HCF or LCM. Okay, so let's begin. So numbers are already there on your screen, right? 16, 24 and 18, and I will try to find their prime factors first. So all the numbers are even, right? So better to choose which number? Yes, of course 2. 16, 24 and 18 being even number, I'm gonna choose 2, right? So when 16 is divided by 2, we get the answer 8. When 24 is divided by 2, we get the answer 12. And the way I told you guys, whenever I need to divide any number by 2, that means I need to make half of it, right? And what is the half of 18 then? Yes, it's 9, of course. Now the moment we have 3 numbers, okay, and I need to find LCM and GCD both for them, then keep it in mind, we have to encircle those numbers which are dividing all 3 numbers in the given layer, okay? So that 2 has divided all 16, 24 and 18, that is why we have encircled it, right? Now the next numbers are 8, 12 and 9, and what do you think? Are these 3 numbers present in one and the same table? No, right? So either we can choose 3 that will divide 12 and 9, and either we can choose 2 that will divide 8 and 12. So here we have chosen 3, and the moment you divide 8 by 3, the result you have to write same as it is, because it is not divisible, it is not present in the 3's table, right? But when 12 is divided by 3, we get the answer 4, and 9 8 divided by 3, we get the answer 3. Now here we are left with 8, 4 and 3 at the bottom layer, and there are 2 even numbers, right? And one more thing. This time we will not encircle 3 because 3 has not divided all 3 numbers in that layer, correct? So over here now presently we are with 8, 4 and 3, and 8 and 4 are even numbers, so we are going to choose 2, right? So when 8 is divided by 2, we get answer 4. When 4 is divided by 2, we get the answer 2, and 3 will be written as it is. So one more layer is there in which 2 numbers are even, there is 4 and 2, so of course we are going to choose 2 again, and the moment you divide all those numbers, you are left with 2, 1 and 3 as a bottom layer. Okay, so prime factors are found clearly. Now from this point we have 2 ways to calculate, right? So if I want to find GCD, then of course I will choose only the numbers which are encircled by me, and if I want to find LCM, then I'm gonna choose all the numbers, right, from bottom to the side layer. Okay, so this makes the LCM all blue colored number, right, and encircled number will make our GCD or HCF, whatever it is. So here we are LCM equals to, calculate the numbers first of all. In the extreme left we have 2, 3, 2, 2, here 2, 3, 2, 2, yes, taken, and bottom layer we have 2, 1, 3, but I have skipped 1 because that will not change, that will not create any change in the value, right? So the 1 can be skipped out, so we are left with 2 and 3 in the bottom layer, and those numbers are taken, and when you multiply them we get the answer 144. So this is what our LCM is, and when I need to find GCD, I'm gonna take only the number which is encircled by us, and only 2 is encircled, the HCF of all those numbers, that is 16, 24 and 18, is nothing but 2. Easy, right? So this was just the beginning, right? What happens when there are more than 3 numbers? 8, 10, 12 and 14 are given to me. Simple. There will be no change. We have to just keep on dividing the numbers, keep on finding the prime factors, but you have to encircle only those numbers which are dividing all of them, and those encircled number will be chosen for GCD. Simple. So here we are with all even numbers, so we are going to choose 2, right? So when you divide these numbers one by one, 8 divided by 2 we get answer 4, 10 divided by 2 we get answer 5, when 12 is divided by 2 we get answer 6, and for 14 that will result at 7, right? So if you observe the bottom layer now, we have 2 numbers, even numbers, right, 4 and 6, so those 2 numbers can be divisible by 2, but before that, okay, so that 2 that we used must be encircled by us, right or not? Yes, of course. And second layer will be divided by 2, but the moment you divide it by 2, we get the 4 will be divided by 2, we get the answer 2. 5 won't be divisible by 2, right? 6 will be divisible and we get the answer 3, and 7 again won't be divisible, so we have to write 7 as it is, and here are those results, right, the way we decided. And now if you check the bottom layer, you come to know that these numbers for 2, 5, 3 and 7 are not there in any other table. For goodness, the sum is done earlier than we thought because numbers were 4. So what we do over here, all the numbers which are in blue color, extreme left and bottom numbers, okay, so these numbers will be chosen for LCM, and the numbers which are encircled by us will be chosen for GCD or the HCF. Isn't it easy and peasy, right? So here is LCM. Check the numbers first of all. We have 2 and 2 in the extreme left, yes, it is taken first of all, and bottom layer we have 4, 2, 5, 3, 7, the numbers are 2, 5, 3, 7, and yes, the moment you multiply you get the 840. And now a special question made from this effect only, okay, check out over here. So find the smallest number, okay, now we need to find such a number, okay, when that number is divided by all these numbers, which numbers? 8, 10, 12 and 14, each time it will give the remainder 3, okay. So the question is in this manner that we need to find such a number to which whenever this 8, 10, 12, 14 will divide it, okay, the remainder will remain 3. So to get the answer of this question, what we need to do, we need to find first of all LCM. So what is the hint? How will I come to know that I need to find LCM? The hint is given in the question itself. So over here that word smallest is indicating the word least in the LCM, okay. Whenever the greatest number is asked, then of course I'm going to find the GCD, Okay, understood or not? Okay, so trick is understood. So what does the trick says? The word will give you the hint, smallest number, that means LCM I need to find, right? And we have already found the LCM, correct? Yeah. Now what to do? That means this 840, that LCM of it is present in all these numbers table, 8 stable, 10 stable, 12 stable and 14 stable. Okay, and it is the smallest among them. Okay, so I need to find such a number that will give remainder 3. So what I just need to do, whatever the LCM is there, I will add 3 to that LCM and the answer will be 843. Understood or not what I said? So it is very easy. You just have to focus on the word. The word says smallest, so I'll go with the LCM. Word says the greatest, I will go with GCD. Okay, the thing is clear. Now what to do? Only the statement will be changed whenever the word is changed. Okay, so presently over here 8, 10, 12 and 14 are the divisors. Keep it in mind, are the divisors, and the 843 is the dividend. Okay, the moment you read this question, the very first thing, find the LCM. The way we are finding, doesn't matter how many numbers are there, you know the way, right? Whatever the LCM you get, you just have to add that remainder to that LCM, and that will be the dividend you got. Okay, the question is about to find dividend. Okay, so here dividend is 843. So what do you think? This is the question in front of you, right? Find the smallest number when divided by 8, 9, 10, 20, and that will give the remainder 5. Okay, that means what? 8, 9, 10, 15, 20 are the divisors, and I need to find the dividend in such a way that whenever I will divide it, remainder will be 5. So what we need to do, again the smallest word is there. So what we are going to do, we are going to find the LCM first of all. The moment you find the LCM, whatever the answer comes, you will just add 5 to it and bingo, my answer is done. Okay, so let's begin. So here is the structure made, correct? So all numbers are even or what? No. Few are even, few are odd, right? We can choose any one of them, 3 also, 2 also. So when you divide that 8 by 2, we get answer 4. 10 divided by 2 results in 5. 15 will be not changed, it will be written as it is. 20's half is nothing but 10, right? And 9 will be written as it is, correct? So in this way we have divided by 2. Now observe the numbers again. If you observe the numbers, you will come to know that there is 5, 15 and 10, which is divisible by 5. You can choose 3 also because 15 and 9 is there, and you can choose 2 also because 4 and 10 is also there. So it's up to you, completely up to you, whatever you feel convenient to you, whichever the number comes first in your mind. Well, after looking all these numbers, you can go ahead with it. So presently over here I'm gonna take 5 because my funda is to take biggest number first. Okay, so 4 will be unchanged, it will be written as it is, right? 5 divided by 5, answer results in 1. 15 divided by 5 results in 3, right? When 10 is divided by 5, the quotient is 2 and 9 will be written as it is, correct? So in the bottom layer now we have 4, 1, 3, 2, 9. So we have 2 numbers divisible by 2 and 2 numbers divisible by 3. So let's move on, correct? So when you divide 4 by 2, we get the answer 2. 1 will be written as it is. When 3 divided by 2, we cannot divide it, we have to write it as it is. Okay, then 2 divided by 2, answer is 1, and 9 will be written again unchanged or as it is. So over here in the bottom layer we have now 2 numbers which are divisible by 3. So let's divide it. The moment you divide, first 2 numbers will be written as it is because they are not present in that 3's table. 3 divided by 3, answer is 1, and finally at last we get 3 because you are going to divide 9 by 3 and results in 3. Okay, so in this manner we have found all the prime factors of the numbers, right? And what I need, I require only the extreme left and the bottom layer because I need to find the LCM the way we decided. Okay, the moment for the LCM now I'm going to do multiplication, right? Check the numbers first of all. In the extreme left we have 2, 5, 2, 3. Over here written, yes, 2, 5, 2, 3, and the bottom layer we have 3 times 1, so no need to write them. So we are left with only 2 and 3, and those 2 and 3 are written over here. Good, nice. The moment you multiply them, we get the answer 360, right? And now as per our question, 360 is a such a number that which is present in all these 5 numbers tables. Okay, 360 divisible by 9 also, 20 also, blah 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 blah. And now question says I require such a dividend when it divided by all these 5 numbers, the remainder will be 5. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, to this LCM I'm just going to add 5, that results in 365, and this is that dividend when divided by 8, 10, 15, 29, and remainder will be 5. If you want to check it, you can check, go ahead, you can use calculator also for the speedy work. And this is how we have completed the next question also. So I know this is time for you to try yourself. So this is the question on your screen. Find the smallest number when divided by 24, 40, 80 and 120 that gives the remainder 2. I hope you will understand it. The smallest word is the key or the tip or the hint given in the question itself to indicate that, which indicates that we need to find LCM. The moment you find LCM, the only one thing is remaining, that is to add 2 in it, and you will get that required dividend, right? So here it is for you, and I'll be waiting in the comment section for your answer. Okay. Now the next question that we had learned about HCF division method, right? If you remember, the question usually given to reduce the fraction. Okay, so over here the question is 348 divided by 319. I need to reduce it, but before we need to find HCF of it. Okay, by division method. So here is the way. I need to first decide which is the biggest number, 348, and this 348 will be written inside the division instruction, and 319, which is the smallest among them, okay, will be written outside it. So what do we get? The moment you divide 348 by 1, we are left with, we have to take actually 319 ones are 319. Okay, and the moment you subtract it, we are left with 29, right? At this point, the divisor of the first layer, previous layer, which is that divisor which is in the blue color, 319, okay, will be taken as dividend for the bottom layer. Okay, so bottom layer is 29 is the remainder, and so we have 319. Okay, 319 will be taken as dividend for that layer. Okay, so the moment you observe the number carefully, you will come to know that in first 2 numbers are over here 31. Okay, 21s are 29 in 29 table, 29 1 the 29. Okay, then after subtraction 2 will be left, and that 2 and this 9 will make 29, and bingo, that means 29 11s will be 319, and my remainder is 0. And the moment you get the remainder 0, clap for yourself, because you have got the answer presently. But the question is, which is the answer? Keep it in mind, divisors play key role in the division method. Okay, so over here 20, at the moment you get 0, okay, at the time 29, that is the divisor over here, due to which we got 0, okay, will be taken as HCF for 348 and 319. Okay, so we got the HCF, and now next work is to reduce that fraction into the lowest form, right? So the moment you, as we know, the HCF of those two is 29, you have to divide this fraction by 29, and the moment you divide, okay, you get the answer 12 upon 11, and that's what I needed, the lowest form of the fraction, but by finding HCF first. Okay, here is one question for you. You have to try it at home, because we have already learned it many times in the previous video, and only one thing you have to keep in mind. What is that? The first step is to find HCF, and second step is to find and divide that fraction by HCF. The moment you divide or complete the step, you will get the answer for sure. Okay, I'll be waiting for that answer. Do not forget to mention it in the comment section below. I will definitely check it, not immediately but surely. Okay, the next question is the application based question of HCF and LCM. Okay, why? Because at the beginning of my lecture, the moment we started HCF, I had explained you that there are some applications, real life applications of HCF and LCM. Okay, so this is the one example of it. The trader has 3 bundles of string. Okay, and the length of the string is given to me, 392 meter, 308 meter and 490 meter. Now what I need to do, what is the greatest length of the string that the bundles can cut into without any leftover? That means I need to choose such a length that will be common for all these three. Okay, it should be the greatest and the common for all. Okay, and the moment you cut with that length, no string will be wasted or no string will be left over. Okay, so is there any link or the hint you can find in the statement itself? Greatest length, I told you greatest, that is highest, and the number should be common for all. So greatest common number of length. So what do we get? GCD. Yes, of course. The question itself giving us many hints. Greatest length, greatest common length for all these three. So greatest common length, that is greatest common number. Greatest common number means GCD, and tada, we got the clue, right? So here we go with the question. We are given with the three numbers 392, 308 and 490. Now I need to find such a length, right? When it is used to cut the bundle, nothing should be left over. So 392, 308 and 490 all are even number. And if you observe, see, the way I told you, the question or the numbers itself always gives us the hint. Can you observe this last question, 490? Yes, this 49 number is present only in 7th table, right? After itself, correct? 7 7 are 49 means the moment I divide this number by 7, the dividend, or I mean to say quotient, will be 70. So I just need to check whether these 392 and 308 are divisible by 7 or not. And to your surprise, the moment I just observed it, I can clearly make it out that these two numbers are divisible by 7. Okay, from where I got the hint? From the last number. But just getting hint is not enough, we have to tally it also. The moment I tallied with the other two, I got the answer 7, that is I got the quotient after division, right? So the moment you divide 392, we get the answer 56, because see, first two numbers are 39, the lowest number in the 7th table than 39 is 35, that is 7 5s are 35. So I wrote 5s are. When you subtract 39 and 35, you are left with 4, and that makes that number 42, and that is 7 6 are 42. In this way you have to calculate also in mind, and that too in a speedy way. Okay, the moment you divide 308, you get the answer 44, and the way I told you, 490 divided by 7 I result in 70. Now this will definitely make us some easier and the simpler, because I know now all the numbers are even, so I can choose 2, right? The moment 50 and dividing it by 2, that means making it half, right? So half of 56 is 28, right? Half of 44 is 22, and half of 70 is 35, right? Again, I need to find GCD, right? The moment, if you observe the bottom layer, you will come to know that this 22, 28, 22 and 35 are not present in one and the same table, correct? So I have to stop here only, because it is GCD. In GCD, once the bottom layer number are not present, all the numbers are not present in same table, then we have to stop, right? So 28, 22, 35 are not present in any other table, so that is end for our calculation. And for LCM, we would have taken all these 5 numbers, but I need to find GCD, only HCF, so I will take only numbers which are in the extreme left, that is 7 and 2, right? And that makes our HCF 14, and the greatest length of the string must be 14 meter, and surely avoid the loss supposed to be made, okay, by using any other length. So this is how we have calculated the string. So can you do one more sum, or I will give you and you have to try it yourself, right? So there are 3 runners, okay, which are at the beginning point of the circular track, okay. The time taken by each runner to complete the round, one lap, okay, one round of the circular ground is 16 minutes for the first, the second runner 18 minutes, and for third runner it is 20 minutes. Now what is the shortest period of time in which, see, shortest period of time, shortest, why sir is stressing on shortest? It will give you the hint. Shortest period of time in which they will reach the starting point together. Shortest time, shortest common time for all. So shortest common time is number, so shortest common number, so least common number, and that is what do we say? LCM, right? You find the LCM, get the answer. If you write the answer in minutes, even then it's okay, doesn't matter. So I'll be waiting for your answers. Stay tuned, and if you have any doubt, feel free to write in the comment section, or you can ask or inform your class teacher so that she can inform us also. So boys and girls, here is one of the important questions of the syllabus on your screen. The product of two-digit number is given to me, that is 900, and HCF of them is given to me, that is as a 15, and I need to find LCM of those two numbers. Okay. If you remember, in our previous videos, I had explained, or I hope you have understood also, the relation between HCF and LCM. Okay. The very first step, as I need to find LCM, I will consider LCM as K. Okay, because the value is not given to me, and then I need to write the property or the relation between this HCF LCM and the product of the numbers, right? The property says the product of HCF and LCM is always equal to the product of the numbers, okay, of which those HCF and LCM we have found. Okay, so over here HCF is given to me, that is 15, and LCM is K, so I can write 15 into K as the product, and the product of the two numbers is already product is already given to me, that is 900. Okay, so the number is 900, and the way we have learnt that whenever you come across with this situation, the number along with letter must be shifted to the other side of the equality, and that goes in division, right? So 900 divided by 15, I am left with 60, and that K is 60. That means the LCM of those number is nothing but 60, right? This was just a revision for you all, okay, and this is the question for you to try at your home. Okay, the product of two number is given to me, that is given to you actually, 512, and LCM of those number is 32, and you need to find the HCF of those numbers. Don't forget to mention the answer in the comment section below. I'll be desperately waiting for it. So boys and girls, here is the most awaited question of your exercise 14. The question says, which two consecutive even numbers have 180 as their LCM? Okay, so question has two main part, that is consecutive even numbers, and another part is what? They must have 180 as their LCM. Very first, what is the meaning of consecutive even numbers? Consecutive even numbers are the even numbers which come one after other. That is, 2 and 4 can be said as consecutive even numbers. 16 and 18 can be said as consecutive even numbers, and even numbers are the numbers which have 2, 4, 6, 8 and 0 in their units place. Okay, so the idea is clear now. What is a consecutive even number? Now we require 180 as their expected LCM. Okay, according to our property that we had for HCF and LCM, we know that when we multiply HCF and LCM, the answer or the multiplication is equal to the product of the numbers of which we have found those HCF and LCM. Okay, so LCM is known to me, that is 180, but what about the HCF? And my dear children, always keep it in mind, it's a property of consecutive even numbers that their HCF is always 2. 2 is the HCF of consecutive even numbers. Always keep it in mind. So according to property, we can say that HCF is 2, LCM, expected LCM is 180, and we can easily find the product of the numbers, right? So here we go, 2 is the HCF, 180 is the LCM, and by multiplying them we can get the product of those numbers too, right? And the answer of that multiplication is 360, right? So here onwards the tricky part comes. Now we have to guess those two numbers. Okay, they must be consecutive even number, right? And their product should be 360. So to guess those numbers, I have one technique, correct? Now towards your right side on the screen, you can see few multiplications are written, right? 10 into 10, 100, 20 into 20, 400, 30 into 30, 900. My dears, this is called squaring of the numbers. Whenever a number multiplied by itself, the answer or the product is called as square of that number, right? So I have written squares. 100, 400, 900 is nothing but the square of those numbers. Which numbers? 10, 20 and 30 respectively. Okay, you can go ahead also. According to our need, we can rightly form the square till 100 also, right? They are very easy to calculate, right? Now what is the technique? We require product 360, right? So very first part is I have to locate where does that 360 present among these numbers, where I mean to say 360 is present between 100 to 400 or 400 to 900 or 900 to 1600, the next one is. Okay, so over here presently 360 is present between 100 to 400, right? That means the expected numbers will be present between 10 to 20. Okay, I will repeat again. I need to locate 360 among the squares, and if you observe the square, we can see that 360 is present between 100 to 400, and that is why the expected numbers of which I need to find, correct? Those are located from 10 to 20. Okay, now once the location is fixed, numbers are fixed, okay, then I need to write the expected even numbers from 10 to 20. So which are the expected even numbers from 10 to 20? Here are those on your screen. From 10 to 20, we can say there are almost 5 even numbers, right? 12, 14, 16, 18 and 20. Now my answer is present between these two numbers, between these 5 numbers only, correct? And that too one after other. Now I need to find such 2 numbers from these, okay? Their multiplication must be 360 and they must present one after other. If you observe the position of 360 from 100 to 400, okay, 360 is located nearer to 400, right? Nearer to 400 means their answer must, my answer must present nearer to 20. So I will start checking from 20 and then below it, right? So if I multiply 20 and 18 directly, and the first attempt itself, I will come to know that we can understand that 18 into 20, whenever multiplied, I get the answer 360, and that is what I needed, right? Because I require the numbers which are one after other. 18 and 20 are one after other. They are even also, and if you calculate their LCM and HCF, you will find that it is 180 and 2, and bingo, that's what I needed. Okay, so where is the tricky part over here? I need to locate that product between squares of the numbers. Okay, correct. Now we'll try one more sum. Here is the sum on your screen. The sum says this time I require LCM 364. Okay, the number is little higher, correct? The very first step, I will write the formula, correct? Then I know that for the consecutive even numbers, HCF is 2 and LCM is expected 1, that is given to me, that is 364, right? If I multiply these numbers, I get the product of those numbers, of which LCM will be 364, right? So the product is 728, right? Now the tricky part comes. What I need to do, I need to write the squares of the numbers, right? The squares are written. Now locate the position of 728. 728 lies between 400 to 900, right? That means my answer will be there between 20 to 30, right? Now we have to write all the even numbers from 20 to 30, right? The numbers are 22, 24, 26, 28 and 30. Now locate the position of 728. That will guide me from which side to begin, from 30 to below or from 20 to onwards. Okay, now 728 is present nearer to 900, so I will start checking from 30 onwards, 30 below, right? When I multiply 30 into 28, my unit place will be 0. Yes, and one more clue for you all. Over here, if you check the unit place of 728, it's 8. Now I need to check only unit place multiplication. Okay, so 8 into 0, that is 28 and 30. 8 into 0, answer is 0. Okay, but I require answer 8. Now check the next number, 28 and 26. When I multiply 6 into 8, I will get 8 or not? Yes, I definitely get 8, because 6 8s are 48. That means 8 can be located in the units place, correct, of 728 also. Okay, and the moment you do the multiplication of 28 and 26, I'm damn sure that you will get 728, and these are the expected numbers from the list of consecutive even numbers which will have their LCM as 364, and definitely the moment you try to find it out, you will get the answer also. You will get the answer of LCM as 364 and the HCF will be 2 for them. Okay, so in this way we have learned how to find the two consecutive even numbers if their expected LCM is given to me, right? And here is a question for you to try it at home. Question says, same, the LCM is now you require 84 and you need to find consecutive even numbers. I'll be waiting for this answer that you have to write in the comment section.